Hey, hey, it's Michelle from Monkey's Creations. What y'all doing? What you doing? What you doing? All right, I have got you up. Hello, hello. Say hey when you come in. Good morning, good morning. I need to quit talking in a singy voice. Yes, I do. Howdy, howdy. Hello. You been waiting? What you waiting for? Do you know what I'm doing? So, good morning, everybody. So, Susan Mulligan posted a wreath in the Wreath Creators group, and I was like, okay, I got to do it. So, y'all know how I am. When I see a design, I was like, and I just have to do it. I reach out to them to see if I could do it live, and she graciously said yes. So, we're going to wing it, y'all, because I never ask how they did it. I always just kind of figure it out on my own. So, we are going to make a Christmas present. I have already started. Now, I'm using poly burlap because if you're in the VIP group, we did this Christmas present yesterday. Is that not awesome? So we did that in the VIP group yesterday. So we are going to make a smaller version. So I'm kind of keeping with the same material because it'll be decorations in my own home. So we are sticking with the red and white. And just that little pop of green to break up all that red and white, right? I know, no singing, no singing. So what I did was, let me just bring you down because it'll be easier to explain. Now, there are a few different ways you could do this. I was showing the VIP group yesterday. I should have brought in more boards, but I didn't. So you could do, if you wanted to do a bigger one, and then add another rectangle board here, and another one here. You could make a flat present. Or what we're doing today is just putting two boards together. Okay, so zip, 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 zip. So zip tie them completely together. And this is what we have. Okay, thank you for floating my boat. So let me bring you up so you can see. This is the layout we are using. So I did tweak it a little bit because like I said, I don't ask anybody how they created it. I just figure it out on my own. So we are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. So we'll be 5 and then 10 because we're doing one more row, 15 and 20. And then I'm thinking 5 up the middle, so 25. Okay. It's not freezing on my end as far as technology. I'm freezing because we had a cold front come through, y'all. So I am in a sweatshirt because y'all know I do not like to be cold. But I'm still in my flip-flops. So let me show you how I did the fold. So I did wood burn these 10 by 10. You do not have to. Because you do not see the cut edges of this petal. So this is how I did mine. So 10 by 10, curl side up, You're going to bring the top until it just meets the bottom in the middle, just like that. And then I'm going to bring it in. Now I have done this fold a million times, but we're going to do it again. Bring it in again to the middle. Bring this again into the middle. So this is what we have. And then I'm bringing left to right. If you're left-handed, bring right to left. Totally up to you. So I'm holding it right here in the middle, and I'm just bringing the left to the right, just like that. And then we're going to clip both sides. Just like that. So we're just essentially making a square. Okay. So I'm going to show you one more time, and then I'll save the last one towards the end. Hey, hey, hey. So 10 by 10, curl side up, diamond shape. Bring your corners together, just like that. And then I'm going to bring the top to the middle again, bottom to the middle, and then bring left to right. And then clip both edges. Just like that. Easy peasy. So then what I'm doing is I kind of line it up because y'all know I'm a little OCD about my lines, especially on something like this. It's really going to stick out if it's crooked. Hey, my jelly bean. So I'm lining it up. That way they all hit that same line. Just like that. Okay. Now this part can be a little tricky. Yes, it would definitely make a cute birthday gift as well. So just kind of hold it with your hand, and then I'm going to lift it up and try to find that hole. All right, right there's the hole. I bring mine to the edge, and I'm taking that zip tie right down through that mesh. And then up through that mesh. So I am going directly through that mesh. Okay. Now it is mesh. Y'all know mesh just doesn't always want to lay the way we want it to. But I know it's lined up because I laid them flat and put it right up against that line. After that, it's going to do what it's going to do, right? So let's cut this off. And you can cut this off if you want. Totally up to you. I'm thinking I'm just going to leave it unless we start to have problems, because now we're going to have to go through 4 layers. Okay, so we did the inside, or the totally very outside. So we're going to skip a row, and we're going to go to this row. So we're going to take our next petal, and I'm lining it up again. And I'm thinking we are just going to do maybe 1.5 inches. Just like that. Yes, you can even do it. Or if you want to just do it an inch, totally up to you. What do y'all like? An inch and a half or an inch? I don't know. Maybe I like the inch better. We'll just go with the inch. So here I am. I'm going to go through all of those layers of mesh. And come up through them all. And zip it. Just like that, and then we can unclip it. Okay? I'm trying to figure out how I can. I think we're just going to have to eyeball it. Good morning. Or here, this is what we'll do. We'll take a piece that I cut off. Do I have a, just lay it on there. Cut it right there. Look like I'm ever going to be able to hold on to that. All right, so that's perfect right there. And we're going to do the same thing. The hardest part is finding the holes, y'all. Because you know it's right there. What the heck? Oh, there we go. And then unclip them. Y'all get that? Yes, girl, it's cold. It's going to be colder tomorrow. Why didn't y'all keep it? Just keep it. Okay, that's a good way to do it. I have your undivided attention. Now, if you have one of those needles, you can use that needle too. I have one. I should have brought it in. Aren't you glad I already started it? I do know what cold is, girlfriend. It's cold. Look, I'm in a sweatshirt. Oh no, why is my battery low again? What is up with my iPad? Yep. Okay, should not. Oh, I was trying to go the wrong direction. There we go. Hold on, I'm gonna have to go grab my charger real quick. Because my iPad just isn't keeping a charge. And I don't know why. So before I lose y'all, let's plug you in. All right, one more piece. Just go this way. Well, that one was too easy. All right. Now I'm sweating. All right, we're going to do the same thing to the other side. You're late to the party. And here comes my groceries. I'll turn it over as soon as I get all of these on there, and I will show you the back. Now we'll have to see what that Senna looks like. We may have to trim these down. Oh, come on. Oh. See, it would help if you looked at the other side. You would know where the holes were. 41 degrees. Nope, nope, and nope. I say that, but I think it's supposed to get like 47 or some ungodly number tomorrow. Just take a zip tie, go through the bottom to get it started. There we go. All right, so that's what we have so far. And I guess it doesn't really matter where your top and bottom are. So this is where we have. So we have the outside, skip a row, fill, outside, skip a row, fill. So now our next petals are going to go right here up the middle. Okay, so I'm going to show that petal fold one more time, and then we're going to finish putting this together. Okay, so 10 by 10, curl side up, diamond shape, bring both your corners together, bring the top to the middle again, bring the bottom to the middle, and then bring left to right, and clip it. All right, so these, now we got to determine which the top and which the bottom. So the way I have it, we're just going to say this is the top. So our petals are going to go like this now. So I am going to have to cut these tips off. That's what I was checking. So we're just going to cut them off a little bit. And this is going to fit right over those zip ties. So let me see. Where that's going to hit. Try our trick again. Oh, there they are. So I'm taking a zip tie up through the bottom. Oh, we're having to go through a lot of mesh. So it might be easier for y'all just to actually trim those off. I'm just going to do that here. I'm just going to trim off the ones where I know our zip ties are going. So just trim yours off, y'all. Leave mine in. Oh, I totally slid right under it. Come on. Oh, I know. The zip tie, the head of the zip tie is blocking it. Duh. Hold on, y'all. See, this is what happens when you wing it. That's all right. We just make it work. So I'm just bringing the head of that zip tie up. And we're going to try it one more time. There we go. All right. Whew. All right. I'm going to do these the same way I did the other one. I'm going to go right there, and I will turn it over when I get them in. Now, a lot of these aren't going to show. You'll see the edges of them, but not the whole petal. So yes, I'm making a big old mess, so y'all trim yours before you even get to this point. Every time I do this, I'm going to start saving them and send them to one of y'all. Hello, hello. Now we don't have to go all the way up because we still have our bow to put in. And you could honestly, you can spread out these middles if you wanted to. Okay, okay already. Bring the head of that zip tie up. This is the longest part, y'all. If we can get past this, we're golden. All right, we've got one more. And like I said, you honestly don't even need to put all of these in, but I'm going to just because I have them cut, y'all. Thanks for floating my boat. Okay, so I just want them all kind of sitting right on top of each other. So I just kind of zip them in every one, starting with the third from the bottom. Okay. Now, because I want it to match the one I did yesterday in the VIP group. I don't know if I like that. Hold on. And I think it's too many, y'all, because it's humping up too much. Let's take every other one out and see if we like it. Oh, it's caught underneath the other one. And then we're going to move this one up one. I like that. It lays a little bit flatter. Just cut this top off. Now let's see how I like it. So we can go with the ho ho ho, like I did on my other one, right down the middle, or it still matches. We can go with the red and then add the ho 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 to the bow. Which one do y'all think? The red or the ho ho ho? Ho, ho, ho. All right, so I'm just gonna cut enough. Just cut it right there. Okay, now I'm not going to pull it tight. Thanks for floating my boat. That looks like perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so I'm just gluing it. So I'm just letting it sit there. I don't want to pull it tight. So let's make a bow. Where's my bow maker? Oh, it's over here. I'll never put it over here. Yeah, 4-inch would look awesome as well. And if you used a 4-inch, you may not even need to put those extra petals there. So that's an idea as well. So I'm just going to kind of mimic the bow I did yesterday. So I did 2, 2, and 1, but I'm not going to make this one as big. Oh, hold on. We're directional here. Almost forgot. And yes, I'm losing my nails, y'all, this weekend. Here comes the candy cord nails because it's Halloween. All right. Anyway. We are gonna do I think it can handle a 6-inch. It's amazing how big an inch is, right? Either way, bigger or smaller. So we're doing 2, 2, and 1. So the same style I did on the other one. Yeah, I'll show the back of the board here again in just a minute. You know, I have so many reds opened, and it's funny how there are so many shades of red. Like, I think I have 4 different shades of red. Makes no sense. And then we'll go back to the ho, ho, ho. Directional, of course, again. And I just did one. Y'all was gonna let me put that on upside down, wasn't you? Ooh. You'll wrap a box. Come on. What's it? I figured out the hard part for you. Now the rest should be easy breezy. I don't know why I keep saying that. I need to come up with something else. It'll be very easy because I figured it out for you. That ho 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 is very thick, y'all. Ooh. Our little bow. So I'm probably going to have to add an extender to that, because what I have to do is I will turn it over. So I have to go from here to here. And that's a pretty big gap. So just take you another zip tie, or I'm sorry, pipe cleaner. Add it to the pipe cleaner you already have attached. It is a little bow. We got Big Daddy behind us, so this is Junior. Okay, so we're going from here to here. Okay, it's probably a little bigger than I intended. Just a little. Oh. Okay. The extensions aren't going through because, hold on, I just got to get that. God, that sounds so bad in my head when I say that out loud. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to use that pipe cleaner as our bow, or as our hanger as well. If you want to hang it, just take it and wrap it around. And you've turned the pipe cleaner that you made your bow out of into a hanger. Okay. Now we've smushed our bow. And I'm just going to slant our tails. Curl them. Yeah, I'll show the one I made yesterday in just a minute. It's my little bow. All right, and then to break up all of the red and white, we're just going to add, now I got this from the wholesaler. Last year or the year before, I don't remember. But we're just going to, and y'all, I literally keep this in a box by itself because it sheds horribly. And we're just going to add a little bit right in our bow. Right? The green just makes it pop and just breaks everything up, I think. Go right underneath. And you don't need a lot. I mean, you could always add more to the sides if you wanted. So there you go. And you have your little Christmas present. I may add a little bit more green, but I don't know yet. We'll see. So here's the one I did yesterday in the VIP group. So this is Big Daddy. And this is Junior. How big is this one? Let me see. It's about 14.5 inches from here with a bow, about 18 inches. And then the width is 15 inches. It really wasn't labor intensive. It wasn't, y'all, it wasn't hard at all. But because I had never done one, it's just figuring it out, right? So I figured it out for y'all. I am going to add another piece of green right there because that piece is bugging the bejeebies out of me. So I figured it out for you. So y'all, it should be easy. Just add, that's what I want. And what I'll do is I'm just going to zip tie that in. Because anytime I can zip tie over gluing, I would rather do that. And then I can always add a dab of glue if I need to. It just kind of, that rough edge was bugging me. So it kind of softens that edge. All right, so there is your back. If you want to screenshot that so you know exactly where to put everything. So you need 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 pieces. So you can almost make 2 of these with 1 roll of mesh. All right. Any questions? You're so welcome. All right, I'm out of here. I got to go get my groceries in. Even though it's cold enough, they're fine. But I got to get them in. So y'all have an awesome day. Today's only Tuesday. I don't know what I'm doing. But I will see ya when I see ya. Bye, y'all.